Hey, happy. Oh, we're on. Hi. Hi.
Hey, everybody. My name is Doug Yolenbrock. This singing wonder here is Barb Filer, and we're here to do our first Facebook Live frequently asked questions presentation, production, whatever the heck we are calling it, for our Tucson convention coming up in March, the Fiesta del Sol convention, Tucson, Arizona, Pima County Fairgrounds. You all signed up, or maybe you haven't. If you haven't, get signed up right away. We need you to sign up now. Go to your computer, go to your phone, call now. We won't talk to you, but Allison's sitting over there, and she'll be happy to talk to you and take your registration. As you can see, it is the holiday season. Barb and I are both lit. It's not even 5 o'clock yet, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Somewhere.
So it'll be 5 o'clock here soon, and then we will. All right. Happy hour. Yes, that's for sure. We're going to have lots of happy hours out in Tucson when we're there in March. We're going to do a lot of different things this time. A lot of the same things that we did last time we were in Tucson. If you were there, if you weren't, you're not going to miss those things. But we're going to add some more fun opportunities and activities throughout the event, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today and some of the other things that we're going to have going on in March. One of the first things that Barb and I both want to show you are these awesome freaking t-shirts we have on. See that? Fiesta del Sol. I got like a little rust copper. I don't know what color this is, but she's got this cool blue one that's really super colorful. You can have one too.
Yes.
But you're going to have to call us and order it. And then we'll have it there for you when you show up at the event. Kylie's got some information that she's going to throw up on the screen right now to talk about how you can go and order these. It's at the FMCA store. They're $15 a piece. What you'll do is you'll order them. When you show up at the show, we will have them at the info center. You come, you tell us who you are. We hand you a packet. It's got your t-shirts. Then you put it on. It's that simple. We also sell in these cool tumblers. Got that on the front.
Really awesome.
It's got that on the back, or maybe that's the front and that's the back. I don't know. It's a cylinder. But we will have those as well, $15. You can order that online as well. We'll have that at the event for you to pick up. They're both really cool. The shirts are really cool. I mean, I'm wearing this, and I'm probably not going to take it off the rest of the day because it's nice and soft. Made of, it's a nice t-shirt.
You're wearing a large, men's large? Is that what
I got a large, and
I think this is a large. These are largest, so I think they're true to fit.
I think so too. Yes, I do. So get yourself a t-shirt if you haven't. By ordering the t-shirts ahead of time, you make sure you will have one. We can't promise that we'll have a whole bunch in stock at the store. They seem to sell out really quickly. So if you want one of these commemorative t-shirts, you should order it ahead of time. Make sure that it's waiting for you when you show up, say with the tumbler back here. What else we want to talk about here today? There are so many aspects of the event that we want to touch upon today. We're not going to get into the nitty gritty of your confirmation packet and parking and arrival and all that. That'll be down the road. We'll talk about those types of things in future Facebook Live presentations. So some of the things we want to talk about today are just the general basic things that you're going to find when you get there. Each day is going to be a little bit different. Most folks will show up on Monday. They'll have Tuesday to either just kind of check out the grounds, go to some of the first timer things. We'll have some stuff at night. So, kind of laid back day. Wednesday hits, that's when the convention starts, and that's when things start really rolling. We'll have seminars beginning in the morning. Around noon, 1 o'clock, we'll open the exhibit hall up. The RV displays will open, and the convention will officially be going full scale. That evening we'll have entertainment. We have a gentleman named Mark Cordes. He's a comedian from the Arizona area. Really funny guy. Go check him out on you can go check him out on Facebook or his website. You just type in one of your search engines, Mark Cordes, and I think you'll really enjoy his humor. So that's Wednesday night. Thursday, another full day. We'll have some other stuff. I think ladies luncheon is Thursday or Friday. What is it?
Thursday.
Thursday. So we'll have ladies luncheon that day. If you haven't signed up for ladies luncheon and you want to go, I suggest you sign up now because those spots are going to be gone quick. That evening, we're going to do block parties. And for those who don't know what a block party is, we have newest chapters in FMCA. So what we're going to do is we're going to give these chapters an opportunity to host a party that they want you to attend and see what kind of fun they have, what kind of things they do when they get together. They're very welcoming. They'll have food. They'll have refreshments, those types of things available to you. We're going to do that in the Central Park area, the Cantina area, for those who are familiar with the grounds, maybe some other individual parking spots. We're going to try and make it really a little bit more convenient for folks to find the block parties. When we've done them out in the parking areas, it's been hard to get people to those. So we're going to try and pull them all into a central area where folks can, find and move around a little bit more freely. And, maybe you want to visit a couple of different block parties. They'll be close by, so you won't have to go from one parking lot to the next to find folks. And I think that's really going to work. We have Friday, and we're going to have, every morning, Thursday, Friday, Saturday mornings, we'll have some coffee and donuts out Central Park, some entertainment that morning. We'll also have, on Friday, a full day of seminars and displays open. We have ice cream social later in the day. One of the things we're going to do for this event, we're going to try it. We'll see how it works. We're going to end the day at 3:30 for seminars. So we're going to have some entertainment at 4 o'clock, kind of leading into the happy hour, kind of dinner time area, and then move into entertainment in the evening. We've heard a lot of people say, it's hard for them to get done with the seminar at 5 o'clock. Go, try and get something to eat, and then get to entertainment or get to whatever else they want to do that evening. So we're going to open up a little bit more space at the end of the day so folks can have some opportunities to do things, whether it's getting together with friends or you're going out or, just getting ready to go to entertainment that night.
It'll be it's pushing seminars a little bit, but we're going to make it work.
Barb's not happy with me. I made this decision and she's not thrilled.
I'm not, but we're making it work.
So far. We'll see. We'll see what happens in January when she's yelling at me.
We like new things.
Well, I'll get some video footage of that.
No, I agree. I think
We'll
the end
post that.
everybody's
That'd be good.
very crammed and pushing. I think it's a good idea to try. We're just be mellow.
We're gonna try.
Celebrate that sun.
Yeah, what we're gonna try and do is get some.
Oh, what's that?
Somebody's
You busy? Are you
apparently, some kind of Facebook post. I don't know what the heck's going on with this thing. Any which way.
Doug,
what?
that phone away.
I did. I put it away.
We have
I don't want to hear that anymore. I don't want to hear that noise. Where were we now? One of the things we're trying to do is make it a little bit more relaxing for folks who are there. So it's not, so you're not running around feeling like you're rushed. And like Barb said, we want to celebrate the sun. So we're going to try and give you as much sunshine time as we can. Plus, let you enjoy the sunsets. It is beautiful out there in Tucson. When you're there in March, the weather is awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely great. It's warm during the days. It cools off at nights. So we want to make sure we are giving people opportunity to enjoy their time outdoors and enjoying time with friends and other RVers who are there. And then Saturday, we got all kinds of fun stuff going on. Exhibits will still be open. We're going to be doing, one of the things Barb put together, how many years ago now? 3 or 4 or 5? 21?
I'm on my
we start that?
11th. I'm on my 11th book club, but I would say
we started in 2018, right?
Yep.
So she puts together this book club thing, and I don't know how she does it. We talk about this every time we do this Facebook Live, and she gets these great authors, and they come and they just want to share time with folks who've read the book. Our members, they come, they'll sit down, they'll talk about the book, they'll answer questions. And why don't you talk a little bit about this one here, Barbie?
Well, I'm not sure. Okay. This is the book. You're probably familiar with Tony Hillerman, was a famous Western author. Well, this is his daughter, Anne, and I actually had booked Anne in 2020, but she was on her way to France to do a book club. So I ended up with J.A. Jance. But now Anne, I've readdressed it, and here she is. She's so excited about coming. This is a series of books. This is the latest in the series. So I'm not sure if maybe you can get on and maybe catch up a little bit. And then she's got a new book that's going to be coming out, but it won't release till after the show, but she'll be talking about that too. So you guys, they get so excited about being in front of you, and we really would love you to participate in this. We do put out a request to reserve a spot, only so I know I can tell her what the attendance is going to be. It's not a commitment or anything, but when that email comes out, e-blast comes out to reserve a spot, I'd love for you to do that and get her book, which will be, there's a local store in Tucson that has it, and it's not the Poison Pen, it's the other one. I'll have that next time. And also Amazon and Barnes and Noble will also have it available. So I encourage you to get the book and start reading it and come with all your wonderful questions that our authors love.
And show, and I believe, don't they usually sign the book? If you want to sign the book, you do that and get the book signed by Ann. And, like Barb said, it's kind of a big deal. I mean, this is a big deal author. Yeah. And, she's going to be right there at our event for you to come and visit with and talk to a little bit about. So it's something that she's done a great job with. We've had all kinds of awesome authors over the years, and just one more time. So now we got to figure out what she's going to do for Redmond, and I'm sure she's thinking about that already, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I got my feelers out. Actually, I think I already have somebody, but
all right.
We'll see. But yeah.
Oh, so, you know what? Somebody named Doug doesn't know how to use his freaking computer.
Oh no.
Let's see.
The other side.
Apparently we have some questions. At least that's what our producer is telling me, Miss Kylie. Somebody said, cool shirts. Thank you, Michelle.
Roger, hi, Allison. She said hi.
Will you have sweatshirts or just t-shirts? These will just be t-shirts. We won't have any kind of commemorative sweatshirts, but we will have FMCA sweatshirts there from our stock of store items. So there will be some sweatshirts there if you happen to need one. It does get chilly at night. We got all kinds of folks joining us.
Yeah, I love it. Benson and Casa Grande's in the house. T-shirts at the convention.
Michelle, we're looking forward to seeing you as a first timer. We'll be talking more about some first timer things either later today or once we get into our future Facebook lives. We really get into a lot of the things for the first timers, because really what we're doing here a lot it is for first timers for the most part. I mean, granted, we do have a lot of people who aren't first timers watching as well, just to kind of get updated on what's going on. But these are intended to kind of inform first timers of what they're going to be seeing, what they're going to be walking into when they arrive, when they get parked, what they're going to expect. So, I'm glad you're here. Hopefully a whole lot of other first timers are joining us as well.
The driving school, Barb.
Barb said, when do we have to be there for the driving school? Well, Barb, at some point when you registered, you were given dates. So for the driving school, it depends on what date you were given. We'll certainly have some information. We can get with you, or you can give us an email, send us an email, and we can tell you what day you're expected. But when you register, you are given an option of what days you want to do the driving school, and they'll tell you at that point when you have to be there. Does that make sense?
Sorta. You'll get a letter.
Sorta.
You'll get a letter, and you'll also be contacted by the driving school instructor. And they'll get you all settled, but you'll know well in advance. And Barb, I can, after this, or if you want to email convention@fmca.com, and Doug or Allison will tell you your date for now, and then you'll get it more confirmed as we get closer.
Okay. Judy asked, and I'm not sure if I know the answer to this question. Maybe Barbie does. Is the book available in an e-format?
I think it is. Does that mean Kindle? Is that what
I believe so? That you can read it on your device.
Yeah, there is a Kindle format. I believe I saw that
on Amazon.
Yeah, when I was buying the hardcover, I think there was.
Okay.
Yep. There's the sign up already. Here we go.
All right. How many attendees do you expect? Harvey's Adventures is asking, how many attendees do you expect?
Thousands.
We are looking at probably about 1,000. Hopefully more than that. We're getting close to the about a month away from the early bird deadline. So we should start seeing a pickup in our early bird registrations, especially once we get past the first of the year. That's kind of when we think it's going to really kind of kick in. So we're hoping, have over well over 1,000. I would love to see us get to 2,000. A couple years ago, we were at that point when COVID hit. I would love to get back to that, but as of right now, that's what we're looking at. Fuel prices keep dropping. That could help, obviously. So, we're hoping that, more and more folks get interested and more people decide to come and join us. It's going to be a great show. When we were there in Tucson the last time, it was the first time we were there. We weren't real sure how the facility would work for us. I think we have a little bit better idea now of all the things they have. And we're going to try and utilize a bunch of that stuff a little bit more. The cantina, Central Park, and just some different things. We'll talk some more about some more of the activities and the attractions that we're going to be putting into the show here in a little bit and at future live presentations.
I think too, once after the holidays and the snowbirds get all in and settled, that we'll see a lot more action.
I hope so. Yeah.
They get comfortable.
And I know a lot of people will, a lot of the snowbirds either heading maybe now towards their destination, or they're going to wait till right after Christmas to go, and head south after they do the things with the holidays with their families. So, we're looking at our numbers really spiking after the first of the year.
And if you are one of those, just try to register before January 17th, because the price will increase.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Wes asked, I signed up to be a volunteer. When I registered, I received a confirmation, but nothing since. Can I expect any additional information? Wes, we will have, we're still 3 months away, so you will get additional information about your volunteer things. We'll have some sign up, whether, depending on what type of volunteer you signed up to be. We have some sign up software that's sent out for some of the volunteer positions. Others you'll work directly with the volunteer captain as far as your scheduling and responsibilities. You should have received information about what day you'll be showing up. If you are a security volunteer or trams or activity carts, you'll be coming in on Sunday. Frustrated Maestros coming in on Sunday. Pretty much everything else will come in on Monday. So, that's your arrival. And then we'll have meetings set up for those three. Their meeting will be on Monday. For everybody else, their meeting will be on Tuesday or the time determined by the captain.
On FMCA.com, under menu, events, event information, there's an area called Information Central. And there's a volunteer icon, and you can click on that. There's a lot of information there about all the different categories of volunteering. So, and your captain's names too, if you want to reach out. Oops, sorry about that.
Okay.
Don't forget a question from Kendall Bailey.
Oh,
do what now?
There's a question from Kendall Bailey.
Where is that?
Kendall
Earliest arrival and latest departure. Your earliest arrival can be on Saturday, and we will charge $40 a night to come in early and get parked, or you can camp dry for those days before Monday, unless you're a volunteer. So it depends on if you're a volunteer or not. If you're not a volunteer, you can come in as early as Saturday, and you'll pay for 2 nights. Then you'll get parked on Monday. As far as departure, we ask our attendees to depart on Sunday by noon. If you'd like to stay over, we will have information for you about how to get with the grounds and sign on for additional days with them. Our time runs out on Sunday, and like I said, we expect folks to be out by noon. If they have some mechanical issues or some other things, we work with them on that. But for the most part, noon is a thing, and if you want to stay after that, then you talk to the grounds.
And you may have to move for the extended stay, just depending on what's going on. Just be prepared for that. You might not, but sometimes you do.
Okay. Ted is asking, will we be using the app again? Yes, we will. We will have that available probably about a couple weeks before the event starts. We need to do a lot of stuff before we can activate the app. All the program stuff has to be created and proofed, and then all that information has to be dumped into the app. So it does take a little bit of time, but We should have that available maybe a couple weeks before the event. We'll send out emails and other information about that. Is Newmore going to have service techs at the event, Ted? I don't know the answer to that at this point. That's something that you're just going to have to keep your eye on. I know we have talked to our different dealers and manufacturers about coming out and doing service. We haven't received all the information back from folks, but we will have that type of information as we get closer to the event. We'll have emails going out, more information on the website about what people are there, what manufacturers, dealers are there, and who will be doing different types of service.
A lot of times the dealers will watch our numbers, like how many Newmars are attending or that type of thing. So there's a lot of algorithms to make that happen.
Richard asked, will Cummings be there also for own and generator service? I believe the answer to that will be yes.
Yes.
They do come to all of our conventions and they typically do the service. And I believe the same will hold true for this one. Kendall asked, will there be mobile holding tank emptying service? And the answer to that is yes. We will have septic service available. I believe water as well for a fee. And I'm not sure you know what the fee is, don't you? Remember? Okay. So
we're negotiating.
We're still working on that. We do have a company out there that we are working with. So
and they did it last time, so they're familiar with you.
Yeah. So that will be available for those who aren't in the full hookup areas. They do have dump sites there as well, and they do have some freshwater areas where you can fill up if you choose not to use the service.
There's a question from Michelle about rally boosters.
Let's get back to that. Where did she go? I saw it.
Michelle.
Oh, there it is. Michelle, if you agreed to be a booster and you didn't get your information, I'm not sure how that happened because we did send the rally booster stuff out a couple weeks ago. We may need to contact you, or if you can send us an email. I know that we did send out that, and we've sent out subsequent emails to folks who were rally boosters, asking if they've received, or kind of alerting them that it was coming, then asking them if they received it. So we may have some kind of email breakdown between you and us, and we need to probably resolve that, and then get your stuff out. We will certainly send that to you to help us promote the event. We appreciate that. But we can get that resolved, make sure that we have the same email and other address information for you. We did send that out, about 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, before Thanksgiving.
We'll be sending another email about it on Friday for confirmation.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have some more. So we'll get you hooked up, and we'll figure that out. And why you didn't either hear back from us or receive anything, because you should have, both things should have happened.
If everything works out, I'll get in the mail tomorrow if I can.
Yep. Okay, we kind of ran through our first round of questions. Let's get kind of back to this. One of the things that we do, and it's kind of a big deal for FMCA, at least it's a big deal for me since we started this a few years ago, is our Driven to Care program. FMCA has, throughout its existence and since we've been doing conventions, have wanted to leave a footprint in the area that we've gone to, the host city, host town, the area that has welcomed us. One of the ways we've done that in the past is we've had our Quilts for Kids program. We've done some other things like that. Well, a few years ago, we created this Driven to Care program. And what we do here is we raise money for our designated charity. This year, at Tucson, the designated charity is the Candlelighters Childhood Cancer Foundation of Southern Arizona. And what these folks do is they help families, help kids who are experiencing cancer young in life. And none of us want cancer. We all, even when you're older, it's an awful thing. When you're young, it's even worse. So this group, they really help provide assistance, provide the resources for families, for kids who have cancer. So something we want to make the area that we go to better. So we have for our Driven to Care program, we do a couple things. One is our Magic Mile, where we ask folks to donate $10 to run or walk a mile, and this is usually on Friday morning. it's a great event. I mean, people have a great time coming out and just going out, whether it's you, your spouse, your friends, your dog, anybody. We encourage folks to come out and do the mile around the grounds. You can wave to your friends who might not be doing it at the different RVs. We kind of usually start it right where the coffee hour area is and then kind of end in the same area. It's a great morning. It's going to be beautiful out in Tucson, at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So we encourage everyone to do that. The other thing we do is our silent auction, which is, it's something we started with, I think, Tucson a couple years ago.
It was Tucson.
That was the first one, last time we were there.
Yep.
So this will be our 5th one.
Yeah.
And we ask the chapters, we ask individuals, we ask commercial members, we ask anybody, put together some kind of basket or something that we can auction off. And, folks will come in, silent auction. We do it from Wednesday through Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon, we kind of cut it off. Noon?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. And then at that point, then, bids are done and the folks come in and, collect their, whatever it is they bid on and pay. And then all that money that we raise for both the Magic Mile and the silent auction goes to our charity. And typically on either Saturday at some point, usually at entertainment, we will do the check presentation of these folks. We also ask them to participate. If we have our Magic Mile, we ask these folks, come and join us. Bring whoever it is you want. And come have a great time, a great morning with the FMCA folks.
A lot of times throughout the event, you'll see like pop-up charity things. We've auctioned off pies and I don't know, just different things occur. And we're like, okay, well, let's do that. And then the money would go to the charity. So it just ends up a lot of fun. Everybody gets into it. And I have to say, from Tucson to Gillette, this silent auction has exploded. That it's beyond belief, the things that the people are putting the baskets together and all the items. So be sure to come to the info center in Thurber Hall and check that out.
Yeah, it is well worth it. And it is great when we can leave a nice donation to the area. The folks are always so appreciative. They may not know FMCA when we show up, but they darn sure will know us by the time we leave. We do endeavor to do well in the areas we go. And this is something that, I was pretty interested in doing when, a few years ago when we came up with it. And I'm so happy to see that it's kind of really taken off the last few years.
Any more questions come in?
About when will part window credentials be emailed? Your confirmation packets will go out around the 24th of January. So you should get them maybe a week after that. So probably early February. We will also be sending out the email probably around the same time, maybe a week later. We send the email out to folks who are having their packet held at will call, sending them basically PDFs or other printouts or information that you would find in the confirmation packet. The only thing you won't be getting via email is your parking cards and your badges. Everything else, the confirmation booklet, any kind of other stuff will be in, that email that you can then print out or review, look at when you're coming in.
On that topic, I stress, let us know the correct mailing address to reach you at that timing, say end January, 1st of February ish. Because otherwise we could be mailing to Tennessee and you're sitting in Phoenix. So just let us know. And if you don't know and you're moving around and you don't trust, just have it put in will call and we'll hand it to you when you get there. We'll cover all that for you.
Will call is really easy. We're going to have a little bit, for those who were there last time, we're going to come in a little bit different since the roads out there are in much better condition. There's no construction, at least not the kind that we saw last time out there. We're going to be having you come in a little bit differently. When you do arrive, you're going to come through a fence. Will call is going to be right there. You can grab your packet and they'll get you parked. It's going to be really quick, really simple. So if you have any doubts or just don't want to fool with it, have it put at will call. I mean, we'll take care of getting it out there. When you arrive, you grab the packet, you're ready to go.
Anything else?
Oh, Michelle says it might be at her house. Okay. Michelle, we'll get in touch with you and make sure that we have all of the right information. And if that's so, then you can give us a call back when you do get home if it's not there.
Oh, her booster packet.
Right.
Oh, yep. See,
Right.
that's all right. We'll send another one.
All right. The ladies' luncheon, that's something that we had talked about a little bit earlier. That it is on Thursday. Starts around 11:30-ish or so. So if you are interested in doing that, please sign up. I'm not sure how many seats we have left. We have a few left, I'm sure. We probably will not have any left by the time we get there. We never do. And, we'll have, hopefully soon I'll have the menu completely put together. We'll have the entertainment to announce. And it should be a good afternoon or good luncheon for the ladies. It always is out there in the Phoenix or the Tucson area, I'm sorry, where we do this. Last time I think we had a mariachi group that was performing, so I'm not sure what we're going to be doing this time, but we will be.
Well, it'll be a surprise.
But it'll be good. It's always a great time. The ladies always enjoy it, and I know Connie Jones will be working on it, or maybe it'll be her husband, Jack.
Jack said
Jack's in charge of the ladies' luncheon.
I think so. I think so.
That's right.
Craft. Well, I'll have the craft list out soon. I will have a local artist that's going to help me put some really great things together. And then we'll have our jewelry. I know we have some diamond painting and painting on canvas. So it's coming together. So we'll have a list out soon.
Yeah. We are going to have, and you're going to see more and more of this as we get closer to the event. We're going to have at Gillette, we had pickleball, and it was a great success. Bill Knopp with the Arizona pickleball chapter came and helped us out and put together both pickleball lessons. He put together some playtime, just some. So we're going to be doing that again. We'll have more information about signing up for lessons and when the open play time will be. We appreciate Bill doing this. We were really struggling, at least I was, to find a place to do this in Tucson, because you either have a limited amount of hard surface or you have desert. Well, you can't really play pickleball in the desert. You can, but it won't be good. So we did find a place. I asked him to check it out. He went and looked at it. He said, I think we can do it. So we're doing it. We'll have opportunity. And he did a great job teaching folks who hadn't been into pickleball before what it's all about in Gillette, and he's going to do the same here. And we, like I said, thank Bill for doing this. Him and his wife, put in a lot of hours, and they love doing it. They're crazy about pickleball, so he's the perfect person to do this.
So bring your equipment.
And Barb's also working on having some stargazing things that we're going to do, which is something that we tried to do, I think, the last time, and it kind of fell through. We're getting back on it this time, and we're going to have opportunities for folks to do that in some of the evenings during the event. So, we'll set some telescopes out. It gets dark out in Tucson fairly early, so we can do these and still get you in bed by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever.
It will be a sign-up situation, not a charge, but a sign-up because they'll be limited.
We'll only have so many. We only have so many telescopes available, so we can't bring a couple hundred people out there. We have to kind of limit the numbers just so everybody has an opportunity to look up into the heavens. Right?
Right. I'm excited.
You got stars all over you.
I know. See? Stargazing.
You are a superstar.
Aw. Thanks, Doug. You are too.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I knew that was coming. Oh, yeah. What I have to work with.
Hey, easy.
All right.
Not lit yet.
So, we got another question? Did you say that?
Yeah, two.
What day time can first attendees arrive? Michelle, we are asking our first timers to be on Monday. Pretty much everybody's coming, unless you are a volunteer and come in even earlier. You'll be coming in on Monday, pretty much with everybody else at this point. We may end up having to bring some people in on Tuesday, but right now we're looking at bringing everybody in on Monday. That'll give you some opportunity to just kind of get comfortable that Monday. Tuesday is a lot of first-timer activities. We do a tour, what we call walkabouts. So mentors will take you on little walks around the grounds just so you can find out where the entertainment is, where the seminars are, where the exhibit hall is, all that kind of stuff. Tucson is a very small fairground, so it's very easy to get around the facility pretty quickly, pretty easily. So that'll be going on. We'll have first timers orientation that afternoon. We'll have chapter fair after that. And then typically, and I'm not sure, I think probably carb bingo that night, maybe a little something else that evening for entertainment. And then Wednesday, we really kick into high gear with the convention.
With that being said, if you can't come in on the 18th and you are given an arrival card for the 18th, which you can't, don't worry, show up on the 19th. It's all the same, but we're kind of defaulting to the 18th right now. Unless you're given the 19th, you're fine. You can always arrive on the 19th, or the morning of the 20th. We park until noon. So
yeah, we kind of encourage folks not to come in on that day because the events start and you're already beginning to miss things. So if you can make it, great. But if you can't, you can come on Thursday or Friday if you want. We certainly encourage you not to do that, but you can. You do have to sign up for crafts. That's something that takes place on Wednesday morning. Typically on Monday or Tuesday, Barb puts out kind of a showcase of all the different kinds of crafts that'll be going on. And then on Wednesday, you'll come and you'll sign up for the crafts that you're interested in doing. There are some limitations on the crafts. There's different prices. We'll have more information about that as we get closer to the event, both in our digital program, and Barb will also have some information out. Once she gets her seminar list together, we'll publish that on the website. That way, at least you can have an idea of what's going to be taking place during the event seminar-wise.
the local artist that's going to come is Tipsy Picasso's. So if you want to get on the website and kind of look at her stuff, I'm not sure everything she's doing yet. She hasn't firmed it up, but if you want to start looking at stuff. Thank you.
Will golf carts be available? I'm in the process of kind of finalizing that now. So there will be golf carts available. Once I get my form and my web registration for golf carts together, I will get that out to folks so they can start reserving if they're interested in getting a golf cart. As I mentioned, Barb, just so you know, the grounds are very close. It's an easy get around. Now, I'm not sure, some people do need a little assistance, and obviously if you really want to get a golf cart, that's your prerogative. But most folks will not need that kind of help to get around the grounds. It is a nice, convenient place to do a convention because you can walk anywhere within just a couple minutes.
Roger says bye-bye, Roger. We'll see you soon.
See you, Roger.
You want to know about tires? Go to his seminars.
Yeah. Roger Marble will have several seminars. And if you have any questions about tires or genealogy, he's an expert kind of in both. It's kind of a weird little thing he's got going on there. But he provides us great seminar content in both categories. What else are you looking at there, Barb?
I was going to see if there was more. No. So
more questions?
let's move on down here.
All right.
Wayne, or where did you want to go?
I don't know.
Volunteers. Let's just hit those volunteers.
We should
need
talk
volunteers.
Yeah, we do need volunteers. So if you are interested or want to know more, go on the website. We have a lot of information about volunteers in our Info Central area. So check that out. We really don't need. The only thing we don't probably need is activity cart drivers, right? We're good with that.
Good with coffee, activity carts, welcome bags, and the store might be closing by.
Okay.
Seminar monitors you kind of can volunteer and go to the seminars you like, and it just helps us because knowing how well these seminars are, the presenter is, how prepared it's sort of like monitoring a classroom or whatever. But if you're into that, it's indoors, you're comfortable, you can sit. We'd love to have you join the seminar crew.
Yeah, we do have, we have openings for security as well. Some other positions that, we do need some help with. So if there's something that you're interested in, check it out on the website. If you have questions, send us an email at convention@fmca.com, and we'll be happy to, get back to you and help you maybe decide what might fit you the best.
if you like to talk and you're really social, the information center always needs some help.
Right.
So take a look at the different categories and give us a call.
All right. We talked about the confirmation packet already. It kind of in relation to that, our early bird deadline is the 17th. So if you haven't registered yet, we ask please register before that date. That way you can get $20 off, and you'll kind of get in the queue for the first mailing. If you use the partial payment program, which is an option for for folks who have registered, you paid your half already. We're going to get the second half on that Monday before the early bird deadline, which is January 15th. So what we will do is prior to that, the week before that, we're going to send out an email saying, hey, we're going to be charging your credit card the second half, just to make you alert, make you wonder, why is FMCA coming grabbing money from me? We want to make sure you know that. We also want to make sure that if anything has changed, if your credit card has been compromised, you had to get a new one. If something else happened, your credit card expired, whatever, that we can make sure that we get the new information from you so that on Monday when we run it, it actually runs through and we're not sitting there thinking, well, why didn't this run through? Then we got to get in touch with you and all that. So if you know ahead of time, let us know so we can get that information into the system. And that way, when we do run the process to charge your credit card, it goes through fine. Checking it off. Look at, she's checking them all
I
off.
love this pickleball. You want to talk about Wayne?
Do what now?
You want to talk about Wayne?
Yeah, RBSEF does a weighing service for us, and one of the great things, they've worked with us for years, and they have a couple seminars. They usually do 2 or 3 seminars as well, where they talk about the importance of having your RV weighed, and what could happen if it is not weigh, if it's overweight, or maybe it's just overweight on a corner or a couple corners or something like that, and what can happen. Some of the things are tire problems you run into, drivability problems. So the folks at RVSEF, they take it very seriously. They've been doing this for years. They do great seminars. But one of the other things they also do is the weighing service. And I think it's for $70 now. You come, get your RV weighed. They give you an initial report. And then after that, they do a whole lot of other logistics things with their computers and stuff like that. And then they send you a real serious report in the mail following that. As I mentioned, they've done it for years. Great feedback from anyone who's done, who's dealt with them. They're absolute professionals in what they do. So if you feel that's something that you've never had done with your RV, or maybe you've been looking to get it done, these are the folks to talk to. And they'll be in our information center on Wednesday morning at about noon, 12:30. They'll move over to the exhibit hall, and then you can go talk to them then and sign up. So, and they typically do the weighing the Friday or Saturday before the end of the event. So you can get in touch with them then. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to Trey, who is the gentleman I work with, as to whether they're going to do any early stuff. It's a little bit more difficult to do early stuff, especially as we have folks coming in trying to get parked and things like that. But he may, and he has in the past, set up some areas outside of the grounds where you get weighed, and then you would come in. So I haven't talked to him about maybe doing that, but I know he's done it in the past, and that might be an option as well. If so, we'll send out information so you can get in touch with them and set something up. And also we have, sorry.
Go ahead. Also, we have what, Doug?
We have the RV driving program.
Yes.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yes. I was
Well, then you talk about it. I'm tired.
No, you say it best.
I do.
You do. Take a drink.
The RV driving school does an amazing job with folks who either maybe they haven't driven before and they're a little anxious about doing it. Maybe they haven't driven in a while and they need a tune-up. We get a lot of folks who, maybe their husband or their wife does all the driving in the past. The spouse doesn't drive a whole lot, but they feel like probably need to learn how to do it just in case something happens. Folks at the RV driving school, what they do is they get you comfortable behind the wheel. They teach you how to do it, and they make you feel like you know how to do it. and you feel that anxiety about driving, about pulling your towable, it goes away. They have, a lot of, for both the RV driving school and the RV backing school, they do, a good amount of classroom time, and then they do a lot of hands-on where you're either out on the road or you're in a lot where a bunch of stations doing different types of backing maneuvering. They work great with folks. I don't recall that we've had one person ever say it wasn't worth it. It is well worth what it costs to do it. And they do these all over the country all the time, but they've worked with us over the last 5, 6, 7 years to do these specifically for our members at a price that's, it's a really competitive, good price on what you're getting. So I would recommend if you have a situation where you want to learn how to drive, but you haven't gotten there and you just feel like you can't get behind the wheel, get with these guys at our event. Come early, do the class. You will not regret it. These guys are great. George Mayleben has been running the place. John, Mayleben, and Jim, they do a great job. So get with us. We'll get you signed up. If for some reason you're watching this, you're not going to the convention, give them a call anyway. They have instructors all over the country. So great organization, great company that we've been dealing with, and couldn't say enough about the work they do for us and for you guys. I mean, it's for the FMCA membership to do this for.
Is there a space? Wait a minute. There was something about a tow. Here it is. Do we park our tow vehicle next to our coach, and will there be designated parking area?
Depending on where you're parked, in some of the campground areas, they have the full hookup areas. You can park close by, but there's also parking spaces around the campground area. So it might be easier for you to park on the perimeter. Typically, folks park their RV or park their cars right in front of their RV or right off to the side. Out in our larger parking lots, you will have plenty of room to do that. In the campground area where there are established full hookup sites, it gets a little tight maybe sometimes just with the way it's set up. And they do have parking areas around those. So, we're not asking you to park far, far away your car, but you may need to keep it away from your RV a little bit. For those who are parked in some of the areas inside the activities area places, we are going to ask you to keep your car outside of those areas because you're going to want to move about, and we can't have you moving your car when there's all kinds of people everywhere. So we'll have you park your car over near the large campground area as you come out off of Brecky Road. Your cars will be over there. And then, when you need to come and go, you can walk to your car or get a ride over to your car and go from there.
This next question is about seminars. And
Then
it's,
you should answer
I
it.
get to do it.
Good.
Step aside. No, she wanted to, oops, I just clicked on this, dog. Okay. Is there limited space in the seminars? Do we need to register for them just to show up or just show up? And basically, all the seminars, all the rooms I have for seminars are set maximum capacity. If it's hard to tell whose interest is where and that type of thing. So if they are full, it's just I don't know. It's just the unlucky, I guess, for you. But you do not need to sign up in advance. They're just show up to them. They're on. They operate from 9. They're on the hour, and then there's a half-hour break. So it's 9, and then 10:30, and then we start up again at 1, and then at 2:30 to 3:30 will be the last seminars of the day. But that's it. You do not need to sign up. The only things that require sign up would be the crafts, and maybe sometimes we have health classes that she can only take 20 people or something. So all the sign up is done in the information center.
Barb's gotten really good at this because over the years, a lot of people have similar type seminars. So we kind of get an idea of how many we're going to need, how much space, and she does a good job taking those seminars and putting them in the correct rooms. Now,
Sometimes I get surprised.
if it's a new seminar, or perhaps we have a situation where for some reason this one just hit for whatever reason, like everybody wanted to go to that one, we'll usually sometimes it does where it is a pack. And if we can, what we'll do is we'll do it again. If we have the ability to talk to that presenter and say, hey, would you like to do this again on Friday or Saturday or whatever? So in some instances we can do that. Sometimes we can't. But we hate seeing a situation where people cannot go to a seminar that they wish to go to. And sometimes, unfortunately, because we do 100 seminars or so over the course of 4 days, there might be seminars that conflict that you want to go to both of them. And unfortunately, we're not doing it maybe twice. So you have to make a decision. And, hopefully, if that's the case, you come back and visit us, in Redmond or Perry next year and go to that seminar. A lot of times as well, and, a lot of the folks who do our seminars are also over in the exhibit hall. We rely on our commercial folks to provide a lot of the education opportunities that we provide. So, if you miss a seminar, but you know that they have a booth, you can go over and talk to them about your specific, if you have a specific question or you want to hear a little bit more information about a topic that they're covering, you can go talk to them at their booth. And maybe, maybe they're busy on Wednesday and Thursday, but maybe they have some time on Friday or Saturday where they can talk to you a little bit more in depth about your question.
We'll get to that other question next.
Do I now?
I know, but Dino, I know. But Judy wants to know about Dino. Dino S. We don't know.
It's not a, wait, what's the name of this? Was it Sparky or what the heck's the name of the dang thing?
It's just Dino.
No, it's not. It has a name.
It does?
It does. I'm sorry.
Maybe we need a contest.
Yeah.
Can
maybe we
anybody
do.
remember the name of this? Well,
He's always been Dino.
it's always been.
No, it hasn't.
He's always been Dino since I've been around.
Well, Dino's been around a lot longer than you.
Yeah.
We started bringing Dino maybe to our shows, and I love that we never know if people noticed her or not, or him. We don't even know what it is. So, he used to have a bikini on.
Dino used to have a bikini, so I guess we figured at that point it was somebody put a bikini on it. I don't even know it. That happened when I was gone sometime. I came back and my dinosaur was dressed.
But she oversees our Facebook lives to make sure we maintain control.
Yes.
And we always dress her up to the.
Karen has asked when will registration for the Redmond convention be available. We will be looking to do that after we get back from Tucson. We're hoping that while we're in Tucson, we will have the forms available for folks to fill out and leave with us if they choose to, or send in once we get back. But those registration for Redmond will be shortly after we return from Tucson, probably very early April is what I'm looking at. What do you think about that?
Yeah, when we get back and get.
Typically what we do is when we go to a convention, we will come back. We have to do a lot of unpacking and clean up a little bit. So we take usually the next week to kind of take care of that. And then maybe the week after that, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, we'll open registration for Redmond.
So we should probably maybe hit some of these real quick because
What do you want to hit?
run out of time.
What
here.
would you like to hit?
Well, I think we should talk about if their emails, if you're struggling with email, not getting them and what to do.
Yeah, if for some reason, if you're not getting a bunch of emails from us regarding convention,
You're lucky. No.
you are obviously not,
You should be inundated by
You've
now.
chosen not to receive emails from us
Right.
because we do send stuff out on a weekly basis about conventions, be it about the convention itself or, registering or some of the things we're doing or different things. So you should be seeing stuff from us on a pretty regular basis. If not, then, for one reason or another, and I'm not sure how this all happens, you may have opted out. If you're not getting that and you want to get back in and at least get I recommend you really do want to get our emails about the conventions. Go to marketing@fmca.com, send them an email, say, hey, I'm not getting my emails. And this can be, area rallies as well. Maybe you're not getting their stuff. So let us know. And we'll make sure that you get at least opted in for those. You may want to get opted in for other stuff as well, but at least, we know you're getting the convention stuff. And it's very important that you do receive our stuff. You're registered. We're going to make sure that you're as well informed as possible. And, we want to make sure that you are getting the information that you need when you show up, when we, start talking about signups for different things, all that kind of stuff. That's information you're going to want to know when it's made available.
And then the Tucson attendee Facebook group.
Yeah, Tucson attendee Facebook group. If you're a Facebooker, I'm not. I am, but I'm not. I look at it. I know a lot of people have already been on it. They ask questions. We have some really good people who are on there as well who answer a lot of the questions, and that's great too. I know Kylie's on that in Austin. Look at them. They're sitting there pointing at themselves. What the hell? But they're on there all the time. They're answering questions. If they can't answer it, they send it to me, and then I answer it and send it to them. Or we also have some other participants who in the Facebook group who help out as well as answering some of the questions. So if there's things about the convention and
you're comfortable with Facebook
and you do enjoy using Facebook, make sure you get on that group. A lot of good stuff out there going on. And I'm sure Kylie has some good information up there on the screen. Yes, she does. Telling people how to do it.
A lot of people ask, who's exhibiting? Where's your exhibitors? There's always an updated list of the exhibitors that have registered on Information Central. It's
on the website, FMCA.com.
FMCA.com menu, and you drop down into events, and there's an exhibitor directory or listing on that. That's always updated as they book and pay. A lot of people say they're coming, so we have anticipation, but once they're solid in, they'll be on that list for you, and it's alphabetical, so you can look people up.
Yep. So we do have a lot. I mean, if you go on the website, there's a bunch of information out there already about this event. We will be updating it as we've talked about throughout this, as we get closer to the show. Start looking really, especially after the first of the year, we'll really start hitting you with a lot of different things at that point. Eric has a question for you, Barbie.
What's he say? Eric, hi. Yes, Stanbeck will be there again. They serviced us before, and they came back for more. So they'll be there for you for dumping. And then I also have a water company that will service water, and they'll be on the grounds. They will start, I believe, Monday the 18th, and you would order for the next day. So if you're ready or the following, whatever, it's not usually not day of unless it's an emergency. So they know how to staff and will service you for that.
One of the things that we found, and I'm not sure what Stanback's going to do, one of the things we found is it's much easier if we can get you to come in, sign up one day, and then have it serviced the next. It makes scheduling for them very easy. It makes scheduling for you a little bit easier because it's going to be the next day, and they can kind of put their stuff together. The whole septic and water service can be a real mess if it's not handled correctly. And we're hoping that it's not a mess for those who are dealing with it. We've had some bad experiences with different companies. We've had some tough times, so we want to make sure it's as convenient and as it goes as well as possible.
And sometimes these companies aren't as big, like when we have it in Perry. That's a whole one. That's a lot bigger company than these, and they're working us in kind of as favor amongst their regular company or the regular businesses. So we're really kind of lucky to have Stanbeck work with us. So,
and as I mentioned earlier, there are, if you choose to not use that service and you want to dump or you want to get fresh water, there are facilities there.
But it gets a little tough during show days to get in and
to
out.
Move.
That's the only reason, you might want to consider using them at least once when you're parked. Why don't we go with some of these just in case?
What do you want to talk about now?
Well, I think we should start our important announcements, and then we'll wrap up with questions.
Okay.
Get some.
Okay.
Because
is it time to go?
We're going to be going wrap this up.
Who is?
Our producer.
You got somewhere to go?
No.
She don't
You
even
guys
know
can
where to go.
go. I mean, we have
We
them
can go
on
all
for an
night.
hour.
Yeah, by the hour.
Yeah.
Oh, they get paid by the hour. They don't care.
That's right. All right. Just so everybody knows, we do this thing called, if you haven't heard about it yet, it's the Friday Fuel Fiesta. And Barb loves it. Austin loves it too. He's over there dancing.
Wait till the next one.
The next one's going to be fun.
Be there.
Anyway, first Friday of each month, we are giving away 2 $300 fuel cards. And all you got to do is be registered for the event. That's all you have to do. So if you're registered, you're in the drawing. We draw 2 of these. We're going to do it. Next one will be January 5th. And then we'll also do one in the beginning of
First Friday in
February and
February.
then the start of March. And then what you'll do is once you win, then you go and you show up at the Shade Pro booth and you say, I won that card, and they'll give it to you as long as you're the one who won it. So, and they'll ask you for some ID and that kind of fun thing. But that's
Can't thank Shade Pro enough for
yes,
doing this.
it's awesome. I mean, it is absolutely awesome what they're doing, and they're going to do some other things at the event too, giving away some gift cards for different food venues. So, great stuff they're doing for the convention, and hopefully to make some people first of all make them happy and get some people interested in coming. With fuel prices going down, that $300 is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So
I think we talked about it, but the last day of early bird is the January 17th. But you may want to register before January 5th. But I'm just saying,
right,
to get in the drawing. But you don't have to.
you should.
January, you should.
You should.
You just should. Just saying. Okay. And then our next Q&A will be the end of January, which by then the packets will be going out and you might even have them in your hands, and then the more questions will come.
And we'll talk a lot about what you received in the packet, kind of getting you prepped for making the trip to the event, what to expect when you get there, all that kind of fun stuff. We'll have a lot more detail about some of the other activities and things that we've are in the process of scheduling and firming up right now.
So again, arrival date, January, March. What day is that? The 18th, that Monday, and you stay all the way till Sunday at noon. So there's action going on all through that time. And you can't, if you need to leave early, that's fine. Just make arrangements for that with parking crew. Anything else?
I don't think we have any other
arrival
questions.
times.
Do what?
Michelle would like you to arrive. They park from 8 to 5. So it's probably best not to arrive at 5. If you do arrive and you're after 5, then you can stay in the holding area overnight. No fee.
Yeah, what we do is if we get to a point where you arrive and the parking team has finished for the day, we'll have some signage out there that shows you where to park. And what they'll do is the next morning, first thing in the morning, they'll come by, make sure you're awake, and then kind of get with you and see when you're ready to get parked. If you're sleeping, they're not going to mess with you. But you come out, talk to the parking folks, and then they'll get you put in your place as soon as possible.
No. If you're volunteering on the weekend before. Okay, if we are volunteering on the weekend before parking, well, we need to move on the 18th.
If you are volunteering on the weekend before parking. Karen, I'm not sure if you're on the parking team, you'll come in when we tell you to come in for the parking team. I'm not sure what your question.
If you won't be moved. You'll park when you are parked as a volunteer. That's where you're parked. You do not have to move.
If we are volunteering on the weekend before.
So like if they
So
came
they
in
have
on
early arrival.
if they came in on Friday to do welcome bags or whatever, they're not going to be moved.
No, you get parked. No,
Right.
When you come in, if you're asked to come in on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, when you come in, you get parked. We don't move people unless the only people that are going to be moving are some folks who maybe be part of a pre-rally. who've come in the week before, and maybe they're staying in a full hookup campground, but they haven't registered for the convention. So they'll leave their pre-rally, and then we'll move them into a different parking area. But if you come in, you get parked, we're not going to move you unless there's some reason that you need to move.
Driving school is a different situation too, but we'll work with that as best we can. Because you have to drive. So, well, Doug, I think we're good. I think we answered all our questions.
We're getting thumbs up from Kylie. Kylie, will you turn that camera on you?
It's okay. No.
She's like shy. She doesn't want to be on the camera.
One of
It's
these
your
days.
guys'
No, Austin.
show.
I think Austin. I think he wants to be on
Austin,
camera.
He wants to be,
He wants to be on
yourself.
camera. Yeah, he does.
He's
It's your
learning.
guys' show.
Huh?
It's your show.
Oh, we can have guests.
We're behind the scenes.
We want to really, I can't believe it already, but we wish you all happy holidays and
Merry
safe
Christmas,
and
Happy
Merry
New Year,
Christmas.
and yes, everything that goes along with the season. We're all blessed. I know many of you are blessed with being able to, to enjoy the lifestyle of RVing, and we're blessed to be able to do it a little bit with you. We might not be staying out in the parking lots, but we get to have a great time when we're at the events, meeting a lot of you. And I know Barb and I both, we do put in a lot of work, but we really have a great time doing it. And we, especially have a great time when we're at the events, seeing people have fun, and, the smiles, and, just everything that goes along with it. Makes us feel good, makes us feel like we're doing something right.
And we're always here. If you have questions, need help, no questions not wanted. Just bring it on, and we'll get you covered. So we need to show up and be frustrated, or and all that comes with that. So we're here, convention@fmca.com. Call us, and don't you say the number, 800-543-3622, and ask for the events department.
All right.
With that,
Good.
good.
We bid you adieu. Right?
Yes. Dino says bye-bye.
Yeah, we'll have a real name for Dino by the time we come around next time.
By January 31st.
by January 31st. Well, Dino will probably be around for our Friday Fuel Fiesta drawing. So
Get registered.
get your friends. If you're registered,
Yeah, bring your
bring
friends.
somebody with you. We'll see y'all. Take care.